Germany?
It was cold.
How'd everything go? Smoothly?
Yeah, it was great.
What made you want to go over there?
Just because it felt like having a vacation.
It sounds like a painful vacation.
It was.
In the Instagram picture, was that acupuncture as well?
Yeah.
To alleviate pain, or to get blood flow?
I'm not sure. I think it's just part of the process. You know, they do that every time. So after the injection, they do a little acupuncture. So.
When last time you did it, you were able to like run and do things of that nature afterwards. So does that change how you recover from it this time, because you're not necessarily at that level of running?
No, yeah, I'm starting to move a little bit more. You know, obviously, and, you know, particularly on the Alta G, I'm starting to pick up my pace a lot more. So, no, I mean, you know, I'm not where I was the first time I went and had the procedure done in terms of, you know, being able to run as much, but I can do some things.
What percentage are you on?
100.
You're 100%.
100. On Alta G?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100.
So you're able to run your own body weight?
Yeah.
How much have you actually tested that Achilles in your house away from everybody? Have you
You know, I do a lot of calf raises, you know, during the day, and just trying to get it as strong as possible, and constantly, you know, pushing the flexibility of it, the mobility, and you know,
have you tried any of that?
a little bit. Nothing too explosive, but you know, a little bit of jumping.
Are you happy with what you can do, or are you frustrated?
Well, no, I mean, I'll be happy when I'm able to get out there on the floor and do what I do, best. You know, it's all this right now is just all the process to try to get to that point.
What's the next step for you?
It's the explosiveness, you know, and the muscle endurance, which, you know, takes a little time. And then, you know, I got to get my fat ass in shape too, man. You know, 6 months of, you know, eating whatever the hell I wanted to eat and not running and stuff like that caught up to me a little bit. So I got to get in shape.
How long do you estimate that will take?
I do it in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks of you know, rigorous conditioning does it for me.
And you won't play any game until you're at that point, until you basically complete that.
Well, no, because that's when you get hurt. That's when you get hurt, going out there and doing that stuff. You know, you know, that's the process that I've always been on. Is about 3 strong weeks. You know, of pushing the stamina.
So basically, after you get the green light, it'll be 3 weeks from that.
Well, I have the green light now to be able to do that. It's just a matter of having that flexibility and the strength to be able to run at high speeds, you know, out here on the court or on the track or whatever.
Kobe, the season opener is 3 weeks from yesterday. So are you saying that it's still a possibility to be ready for that one?
I haven't said anything, and I just keep it all open right now. No, I don't know why you guys are so hell bent on timelines. It's like the most ridiculous thing to me. It's entertaining. You know, when I'm ready, I'm ready.
What's the worst thing you've been eating during this period of freedom?
I've pretty much eaten everything.
Like the sugar cookies and stuff?
All that stuff.
Is there any-
Donuts, sugar cookies, everything.
You got out here and practiced before, or not practiced, you did some stuff on the floor before you left. Any discomfort,
No, no setback, no soreness. Nothing felt good.
Kobe, what do you take away from some of the other basketball players who've had this injury, like Calvin Bryant, Dominique Wilkins, et cetera, as far as those examples? What they went through?
I mean, you obviously, you know, you look at the situations that were successful and you try to draw from that, you know what I mean, and looked at that a little bit and try to ignore the ones that weren't as successful, just to stay positive. But, you know, you try to draw a little bit from what they've been able to do, and also keep in mind that it was done years ago, before all this, you know, all the medical advances that we've made since.
There's a video, I guess, that when you were in China visiting there, that you're talking about that self-doubt that sometimes you go through, but even
Sure.
when you're going through that you don't let that, you know, inhibit what you're ultimately doing. Can you kind of take us through when you have that moment and just how you try to overcome it?
I'm not sure what triggers those moments when they come. I mean, it's just, you know, when it just seems like it's just an ongoing process. It seems like it's just going to go on forever, you know, and you have those moments where you doubt yourself a little bit, but, you know, I try not to let it sit with me. You know, I try to let it, you know, use it as motivation to propel me forward.
What's been the challenge in just being able to stay disciplined with all the monotonous day-to-day stuff?
You know, I honestly, I just get up and just do it.
Yeah.
You know, you try not to think about it, just get up and just, you know, it's almost like Groundhog Day. You just go to work. Some days are more exciting than others, and you just roll out of bed, and just get to work.
You always say things are a marathon, not a sprint. Is that your mindset right now? Is that where you have to?
Yeah, that's how I've approached this injury. That's how we've approached this injury from the beginning. Is it is a marathon. You just got to get up and punch the clock every day. Just kind of continue to chip away at it.
Is there a
Last
certain
question, guys.
benchmark or some? You said your explosiveness and your endurance. How do you know when you hit that mark where you have that?
Because I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable getting out there and jumping, and I won't feel like I have Bambi legs or anything like that. Or my mobility is limited. When taking off. So yeah, I'll know that.